Hello, Billy back here. Here to talk about WWE in 2019 and going further. I'm just going to name off some wrestlers and kind of how I thought their year went, that kind of a thing. This is a thing I'm going to start doing every year. AJ Styles, good year for him. He was a good guy for a while. Then he went back to being a villain with the OC. Good, whatever they give him. He can be a good face. He can be a villain, whatever he needs to do, whatever reaction he needs, he can get it. So yeah, Akon, also Razor. We'll talk about AOP. Kind of a quiet year for them until they got with Seth Rollins lately. So I'm more looking forward to what 2020 has in store for them. But AOP is a very talented team, and I'm glad they're starting to be utilized in a better way. Akira Tozawa, still a little bit early to make a call on him yet. He has some talent, but I feel like he hasn't been used enough. Aleister Black, my goodness, talk about a guy that really has had some great matches, and him and Buddy Murphy have been tearing it down here over the past few weeks. Been great to watch him. Bright future ahead of that man. Different look, different kind of style. I like it. Speaking of another great wrestler, one of my favorites, Andrade. I cannot talk about him good enough to justify how good he actually is. He has the United States Championship right now. And, man, talk about a great competitor. He brings a different kind of style to the ring. Fast-paced, smash mouth. Very entertaining to watch as always. The Street Profits. Looking forward to seeing them more on Monday Night Raw. Very entertaining, all their backstage segments. Ready to see some more matches from them, but I do like their personalities. Very fun, energetic, upbeat. Good. Bobby Lashley, not being used to the best of his ability. The storyline with Lana, it's okay. I mean, okay, let's be honest, it's a train wreck. But it's not because he's not trying. It's one of the most talked about things, good or bad. It's one of the most talked about. So I would say he has abilities. It's just a matter of using him to the best of his abilities. Brock Lesnar, current WWE champion, still destroying people. After Seth Rollins being Mania, I was kind of hoping he'd be out of the title picture for a while, but he got it right back. So, not blaming Brock here, but it's time for a more full-time guy to have the title. So I'm hoping at WrestleMania someone beats him and dethrones him permanently. Buddy Murphy, very athletic, very competitive. Been impressed by his line of work this year. Him and Aleister Black, once again, TLC had one of the best matches, if not the best match of the night. Cedric Alexander, very talented. Come up short against Drew McIntyre there, but a bright future ahead of him. Very good. I love watching him in the ring. Kurt Hawkins, he's not being used enough. He has more talent than what he's given credit for. I remember when he broke the losing streak, and that was a big thing. Now, they just don't do much with him. He's very good, though. Drew McIntyre, honestly, the guy is ready for a massive run. Nothing but talent, very fun, very energetic, very just brutal. I'm looking forward to him having a bigger 2020 than he did 2019, but he was up and down. EC3's out with a concussion. Disappointing, though. They hadn't, even before that, they hadn't really used him much. Eric Young, once again, disappointed. Very talented man. Watched him in TNA, watched him in WWE, watched him with Sanity, and just misused. Eric Rowan. They're having him win squash matches, but nothing of substantial as of late. He hasn't really gotten a big victory against big-name people for a while. Eric and Ivar, the Raw Tag Team Champions. The Viking Raiders, very good team, very fun team to watch. I look forward to them facing more competitive teams here. Humberto Carrillo, very surprising at how great he has been so quick. He came in and has just put on some good matches with Andrade. Like watching him. The Usos, haven't seen them very much lately, but they're a very good team. Some DUI issues there, but a good team. We'll see them. So Jinder Mahal, he's out right now with a knee injury. We'll see him back. he has more talent than what he's given credit for. I enjoy his entertainment capabilities. If nothing else, he's entertaining. Gallows and Anderson, the OC, once again, a very good team. They have some good experience with the Viking Raiders, and we'll see what happens with them. Kevin Owens, one of the most over people on the roster right now. I look for him to win a championship in 2020. A good 2019, massive pops from the crowd. Look for that to continue. Look for him to get a substantial push. Mojo Rawley, a lot of talent. They're still figuring him out, but I like watching him. No Way Jose, not really being used much lately, not to a very good capacity. Not discrediting him, they just haven't found what works for me. Randy Orton, very good. He had a good storyline with AJ Styles, suckering him in, giving him an RKO. I like watching him. I've always liked Randy Orton's work, and now you even appreciate it more because he has stayed so good his entire career, and I don't look for that to change. Rey Mysterio, some of the best work of his career right now happening. He had the U.S. title for a while. Him and his son are great. Brock Lesnar, fought him, and Rey Mysterio, with the help of his son Dominic, almost won. It was a very good match. Ricochet, can't say enough about this guy. He's so good. Some of the stuff he can do, and he makes it look effortless. Oh my gosh, he's so great. R-Truth, entertaining his entire career with the 24/7 championship. They finally found something perfect for him. I love watching his segments. Wish they changed it up a little bit more, but he's fun. Rusev, with this storyline, doing the best he can. I like his athletic ability. He's shown a more aggressive side, like when he first came in, so I hope for them to continue that. Very good. Samoa Joe, have him on commentary. I like watching him in the ring. The guy is very smart. Obviously, in commentary, he knows what he's talking about. Very good in the ring. I'm with Corey on this one. I want to see him get a real title run. Seth Rollins, arguably the best year for anybody in WWE for the men. He came in and beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Then he turns around and gets booed for being that guy, so he turns around and goes heel. He can do whatever he needs to do. He can get cheered, he can get booed. Really like watching him. One of my favorites on the roster now. So good in the ring and on the mic. Look for that to continue. Shelton Benjamin, haven't really seen him much lately. Talented. Need to do something with him here soon. Titus O'Neil, once again, very good ambassador, very good talent. Not being used a ton, but I like to see more. Zack Ryder, once again, guys very talented, not used a lot. For the women, Asuka, very fun to watch. One half of the Kabuki Warriors, the Kairi Sane. Good tag team championship run here. The titles are starting to mean something. I really enjoy it. Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion. Great. Best year. Main event of WrestleMania 1. First ever main event for WrestleMania for women. Becky Lynch wins it against Ronda and Charlotte. She's had a hell of a year. So much talent, and I hope that rolls over into 2020 for another good year for her. Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, the Iconics. Haven't seen them a lot lately. Very good. Charlotte Flair, damn good. Has been teaming with Becky. It's a little bit different, a little bit weird to get used to, but I like watching her wrestle. Liv Morgan, been doing some character change with her. Hasn't been wrestling a lot lately, but we'll see what happens. Maria Kanellis, once again, like to see more of her. Naomi, very talented, athletic. Some of the stuff she can do is just incredible. Natalya, starting to get cheered a little bit more, starting to get recognized more for what she can do. Her and Lacey Evans had the first women's match in Saudi Arabia. Such an inspirational woman here. Nia Jax, out with the knee injuries. Once again, a talented woman who, when she comes back, brings a lot to the table. I'm ready to see what she does. Ruby Riott, shoulder injury, out for now. Another talent that in NXT tore it up. Looking for her to come back and have a big impact here soon. Sarah Logan, a little bit weird without the Riot Squad, but you know what? She's damn talented in the ring. With a little bit more of a character tweak, I think she's going to be one of their top solo women. Zelina Vega, want to see more of her wrestling. She's the manager of Andrade, but she's also good in the ring. Okay, SmackDown. Apollo Crews, talented in the ring, needs more character. I've been saying this for a while. The guy, they need to find his groove, work with him on character, but he's good in the ring, fun to watch. Big E, Kofi, half the New Day, or tag team champions, part of the New Day. as Xavier Woods is injured. Big E, very talented. Look for him to be a future world champion. He has the caliber. He has the entertainment value. He has the move set. Very smart man. Kofi Kingston won the championship this year at WrestleMania. One of the best storylines in the past decade, bar none. And the first African-born WWE champion. I can't talk about that guy enough. Always has had the talent. Finally was recognized at the Elimination Chamber, and with his gauntlet match performance, he finally got his championship run. Lost it to Brock, but you know what? Like he said, it's part of the business. It's not Kofi's fault. The guy is talented, and I hope to see him back in the title picture down the road. Bo Dallas. Don't see a lot of him. I remember when he was undefeated for a while, so he does have some talent. The guy does have something. They just don't use him much. Braun Strowman, very good talent. He had a little bit of a back issue for a while. Brought him back. Very fun to watch in the ring, entertaining, athletic, you name it, he can do it. Look for 2020 to finally be the year that Braun gets a big run, hopefully. Cesaro, when? When are they going to do it? The guy every week goes out there and tears the house down. So good in the ring. I would like to see him with the championship victory in the next year or two because the guy deserves it. He's busted his ass every year for it. Curtis Axel, once again, don't see much. Daniel Bryan. Yes. Very talented, fun to watch, down to earth, had that retirement, got to come back. They need to use him to the best of their ability, and I love the Bray Wyatt storyline with him. He's going to face Bray at the Rumble. Should be a hell of a match. Should be a barn burner. They had a Rumble match one year. It should be good. I look forward to be one of the best matches of the night. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, the Revival. Very good team. Old school, smash mouth in your face. Love watching them as always. Dolph Ziggler. Once again, I go back to Survivor Series whenever Dolph Ziggler was the lone survivor. They still are inconsistent with him. He's so good. So good in the ring. But they don't always use him to the best of their ability. Drake Maverick. Good talent. Fun, entertaining. Drew Gulak. Don't see a lot of him, but he's good. Elias. Would like to see more of him. Would like to see him wrestle more. Would like to see him win more. Epico Colon. Don't really see a lot of him. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Very good. Been fun to watch what they're doing with him. He had a hell of a 2019. 2020 will be better, but he's the Fiend, and he's had a heck of a title run so far, and he's fun to watch. He can be the Funhouse guy. He can be the Fiend, whatever he needs to do. Grand Metalik. Like watching him in the ring. Heath Slater. Don't see him enough. Like him. Talented. Fun. Gets a crowd reaction. Jeff Hardy. Out with a knee injury. Had to go to the Tag Team Championships. Another good one to watch. Kalisto. Part of Lucha House Party. Talented and very fun to watch. Kane. He's serving as mayor. We don't see him very much. King Corbin. Believe it or not, I actually am high on him. Very good villain. Gets good heel heat. Fans boo him. It's fun to watch him. Lars Sullivan. Out with an injury. Not the biggest fan of his. Some of the stuff in his personal life, I think, is playing a role in that, in my personal opinion, but I just don't think the guy has that it factor that some of these other guys do. Lince Dorado, Lucha House Party, fun to watch. Matt Hardy, good to see him back in the ring. Getting toward the end of his career, but still fun to watch. The Miz, some of the best work of his career, he in 2019. Character-wise, he's one of the best. He can get whatever action he needs. He's fun. Mustafa Ali, bright future ahead of him. Some of the stuff he can do in the ring, a human shouldn't be able to do, but he does it. Otis, very fun, very entertaining to watch him. Primo Colon, he's been suspended for 30 days due to wellness policy. Same with Robert Roode. Robert Roode's very good talent, but I like to see more be done with him. Roman Reigns, name speaks for himself. A damn good 2019. I look for him to start getting back to the title picture as early, maybe as Royal Rumble. The storyline with him and Corbin's been really good. Sami Zayn, good talent. He's finally starting to wrestle again. Sheamus, coming back. Shinsuke Nakamura is the Intercontinental Champion. A good year for him. Hopefully he does more in 2020. Shorty G, bright future ahead of him. Had a good King of the Ring performance. Tucker of Heavy Machinery, another good talent here. For the women of SmackDown, you have Alexa Bliss. The Goddess is back. She's been in and out with injuries. Look for her to do more. Bayley, great as the women's champion. Love the way that she's working the heel character right now. Carmella, fabulous, but they need to do more with her. Dana Brooke, starting to get a little more traction. Ember Moon out with the torn Achilles. Lacey Evans, been weird, but they have her as a good guy now, and it's working. Lana, they got this story going with her, and it's ridiculous, but she's pulling it off, so hey. Mandy Rose, very talented. Like to see more from her. Mickie James, good broadcasting on Main Event. Haven't really seen her wrestle lately. Nikki Cross, very fun, very entertaining, very charismatic. Sasha Banks, love to see her get another championship here soon. About time, long overdue for that. And a good long reign. Sonya Deville, very talented, bright future of her. And Tamina, another one that has a chance ahead of her. I don't really get into the NXT people. NXT had a hell of a year, though, and I really liked what we saw from Johnny Gargano, Shayna Baszler, Velveteen Dream, Tyler Breeze, Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, Pete Dunne was great, Oney Lorcan was great, Matt Riddle, Leo Rush, Kyle O'Reilly, Killian Dane, Keith Lee, Finn Balor being back there is huge. It's helped them out a lot. Dominic Dijakovic, really good. Fandango, hurt again. Danny Burch, Damian Priest, just some of the names. Bobby Fish, Angel Garza, Adam Cole, baby. And then for the women, Bianca Belair has been really awesome. Candice LeRae, like to see more from her. Dakota Kai, my favorite woman in all of WWE, but well, between her and Sasha Banks, but on the NXT for sure, my favorite. I want to see her come to the main roster. She's got that new edge to her. Deonna Purrazzo, I'd like to see more of her. Io Shirai, great talent. Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, like to see more of them. Mia Yim, great. She's main roster ready. Rhea Ripley's the current NXT Women's Champion. Shayna Baszler, we'll probably see her on the main roster here soon. Tegan Knox, good to see her. They need to use her more. Vanessa Morton, Xia Li, two people that are going to have a bright future. That's all I got, man. And Walter, I have to mention for the UK because he's damn good too. But, yeah, and Tony Storm. A lot of good names out there. I really don't have time to get into all of them, but it's always good to see those people. All right, that's all I got. That was the 2019 best of the year, Seth Rollins for the men. For the women, Becky Lynch. Worst of the year, probably the people that are gone now, but Zack Ryder, maybe. They didn't use him right at all this year. He's capable of so much more, and it's disappointing to see him not get used right. Well, that's all I got.